say you are what you eat, so I don't eat chicken feet. But I love me some of Grandma's pickled beets. Well, cut it up, put it in the pan, throw it over your shoulder and see where it lands right here in Farmer's Kitchen. Maters, taters, beans and corn, the cows in the barn and the sheep's been shorn, kids in the barnyard chasing Grandpa's chicken. Spices, slices, cuts and dices, gonna slash your grocery prices right here in Farmer's Kitchen. Help you grow your garden good with recipes to suit your mood. Try some grub you've never tried before. Smash it with a wooden mallet. Gonna educate your palate right here in Farmer's Kitchen. In Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. We're gonna cook something good now.
Hello and welcome to Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. Well, hello, Mrs.
Hi.
Farmer. Where did you come from?
I smell food.
I smell food too. You know what? Here's one of the things I remember. When you talk about smelling food, when I was a kid in Maysville, Kentucky. Yeah, of course, you remember it gets kind of foggy when you're 83 years old like I am. But when you think back about your childhood, I believe, and folks from Maysville can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think down on Main Street, I think it was Main Street, there was a Bill's Donuts. You ever smell fresh donuts, bacon in the morning, and you smell fresh coffee coming out and you think, oh my goodness. I remember Dad and I driving through there. I'd help Dad survey. He was a licensed surveyor as well as many other things. And so we'd go by there and we'd stop in there and get those fresh donuts still warm. Oh my goodness.
You get a whole dozen and eat them all.
So the other day, I was talking to Kelly, my mouth's watering just thinking about it. Kelly, who's our food scout, the other day said there's a bakery downtown. So we stopped by there for lunch just to kind of check it out. So we saw all these pastries and we sat down and had lasagna soup, and the paninis were fantastic, out of this world.
Good salads.
The salads were great. So then I started looking at the pastries, and I thought, this is not some fly-by-night person who's never had any experience. This person has been trained classically.
Yes.
Everything was magic. Then I thought we have to delve into this a little bit more. So I found the owner-operator. And I said, what's the chances we come down here in the morning before you open up officially?
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning. And she says, pretty good. So Frankfort, I think, is growing. The farmer's market, we just got a contact from somebody there. We're going to talk to them shortly. And what's a better way to start than pastries and breakfast in the morning? Frankfort's going to build off the foundation of these pastries.
Yum.
So how about let's go visit Bee's Bakery. Fantastic. Living in Frankfort, when you wake up in the morning, several smells you might get. You might get sour mash. If you're over on the west side, you might smell a little bit of the landfill over there. The wind's just right. But this morning I woke up, we're high up on the hill. This morning I woke up and I smelled this heavenly smell. And you remember Bugs Bunny? He'd wake up out of bed and he'd float. NICKI had to get behind me. I floated all the way down here in the truck. I was 4 feet off the ground because I smelled that smell. When I was a kid growing up in Maysville, there was a place called Bill's Donuts.
Bill's.
Now, it's not Bill's anymore. We're in Frankfort. Who is it now?
It's Bee's Donuts.
Bee's Donuts. Now, Beth, we came down here the other day. Oh my goodness.
Is it good?
You gave me what you call a survival package.
I did. Survival kit.
Survival kit. And everything in it was just glorious. Now, we're going to see a lot of shots. It looks like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory in here. It's just beautiful. It's wonderful. The smells are amazing. And it's right here in Frankfort.
It is. Downtown Frankfort.
How in the world did you get into this heavenly business?
Well, long story. I was in catering, I guess, first when I graduated from culinary school, and traveled all over and worked for some pretty cool people. And then I wanted to come home. And this is my hometown. And I just decided then that I was going to put a kitchen in across the street from the bakery. And that went well, but then there was no bakery here in town, so I thought I can do that, and somehow got into donuts.
But you know what? You have picked kind of the hardest thing. I mean, baking and pastries and things like that are not the easiest. Anybody can throw a slab of meat on the grill and do something with it.
Right.
Is this something that was really close to your heart? I mean,
It is. I graduated from culinary school in savory and toyed around with should I go into pastry or not. And my first job right out of school was baking in France. So
No
yeah,
kidding.
so I got into baking right off the start. And these are tried and true recipes. And
they're true.
Lots of old family recipes. And
So we came in here the other day, and I just was sampling, grazing. But then we get here today, and you're going to tell me you got a key lime donut type thingamajigamabob in there?
we do. It's sitting right by a coconut cream pie donut. But we make our donuts fresh from scratch every single night, so you never know daily what you're going to find
So
in the
you're like
case.
the keeper elves in here.
Yes, there is a pastry chef elf in the back that starts
So this
it all
goes all
off
through the
every morning.
night?
It does. So they have to rise, from the start every night. So it's quite a long process. And so they work overnight so that in the morning, when we get here at 4 o'clock in the morning, they're ready.
So you've been here a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Is it going pretty good? Can you
It
please
is.
tell me it's going to be here for a long
It
time?
is going to be here for a long time. You might even see it other places. You don't know. I know.
Well, I sure hope so. And let me tell you what, we live in Frankfurt and we like our local places. But man, oh man, you really, really have done something special here. I cannot take my eyes off that display case back there. That's
Thank
Reese's?
you. That's a Reese's cup, yep. And we have some of our standards that our customers love. We've got our apple fritters over there.
Apple fritters
Yep.
are extraordinary.
Yep, that was in your survival kit. Cream horns, and then our long johns.
my.
They're in the middle. People often call them eclairs, but they are wonderful, addictive.
Yeah. What have you got up here?
This is called the cake with the plop on the top. And
oh my.
it is, I like to call it a ho-ho on steroids.
Highly addictive.
Highly addictive.
Oh,
Look at that.
My.
So you must try it.
Oh, I must. You know, we had to get up mighty early to
Right.
come down
You did.
here. Oh my!
You might be not easy to deal with. You'll have quite a sugar high going on after eating that in the morning.
Not only do you have donuts and all these wonderful pastries, but I mean, people can stop by for lunch.
We
as
do.
well?
We have. We are Kentucky proud. Once the farmers market gets up and rolling, we also shop some in Versailles to get some local products. We have all kinds of deli items. We're getting ready to carry boar's head meats.
Your paninis
And-
are amazing.
Thank you. And we have a lot of specials that we do. Right now it's a country ham and my homemade pimento cheese and a pick 3 cheese. And each week or every couple weeks we bring in a new panini.
So what's your address?
It's 241 West Main Street in downtown Frankfurt. We hope everybody stops by. We're open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 to 3.
I don't think people realize how much work goes into.
There's a
to this
lot
sort
of
thing.
love that goes into
Yeah.
this. It's a lot of labor.
I hope
but
you're here a long time, and I hope you
Thank
keep
you.
doing just what you're doing. 'Cause
Thank
it's
you.
fantastic.
We'll keep
Can
doing-
we walk around and take a look?
We can. This is the Bees Bakery Kitchen where it all happens. Meredith, our pastry chef here at Bees, is back here making some Kentucky bourbon blue and white cookies. Everything we do is made from scratch right here, from donuts to pastries to cookies to
I'm
birthday
smelling
cakes.
some bacony smoke going on.
Yes, we have a famous candied bacon biscuit. So it's a black peppered homemade biscuit with candied bacon on there, and you can't ever go wrong with that.
Now you brought out some croissants. What is that? A ham and brie
This
croissant?
is called the ham and brie croissant. And I've seen people eat donuts and ham and brie croissants.
I can understand that. That
but
smells
they're-
like heaven.
They're hot. So yes, we have savory items. We do offer fruit in the bakery. And
Who needs fruit
and
when you got
lettuce.
donuts?
We have salads.
No,
we do
we
have
try to
that.
be good for the most part, but you know, everything in moderation. And I think 5 or 6 of these in the morning is all kinds of moderation.
That's right. You're on target.
This whole movement in Frankfurt, the food movement, the farmers
Yes.
market, I
Yes.
think you see Frankfurt rising.
do.
And it all starts right here in the morning with
That's right.
Beth. Thank you so
5:30.
much for the tour.
Thank
5:30.
you. 5:30
I'll be
in the
more
morning.
like 7:30. Just saying.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you very much.
You came early.
We knew when we were eating that food that it was not just somebody off the street making stuff. She's She was trained in Italy. She's worked in France. She's worked all over on movie sets, TV sets.
Have you seen her? Do you see those pastries?
I see them.
Oh my goodness, you ate them all.
I'm seeing this right now, about 8 pounds worth.
She gave us a whole box. Oh.
You know what? We eat here and there, and we try to eat fairly good.
Right.
But every now and then, you just got to splurge.
We were bad that
Now,
day.
we talk about the fact that we try to, do the best we can here and there. But every now and then, that doesn't mean I'm not going to swallow a box of Oreos and eat every one of them. You know I've done it.
I've seen
Because
you
your
do that.
mom seems to load me up at
Right.
Christmas time and birthdays. Or Doritos.
Right. You like your Doritos.
Every now and then, we're going to cheat. And we're going to do exactly what we want. And most of my cheating is going to be going on at B's Bakery.
And she had a great breakfast sandwich.
My goodness. Delicious.
It's good we don't live closer. We'd be there every morning.
All right, so we had our breakfast, came home, took a nap,
We did.
and it's time for dinner. Now, something else we did is we stopped by the seafood truck. You know what? Let's go ahead and visit them real quick. Let's see what we picked up, including some ruby red royals.
Yum.
Oh, man. Let's talk about the fact that you can get fresh seafood now all around Kentucky. We stopped by and got ours, and then we're going to share a recipe with you. Look here, Ryan's back in Frankfurt
how's it
behind
going?
Miguel's. You know what? Y'all have got such a cool thing going. Now, everybody loves to go down south and fish and play. And what they really love is to take their cooler down there and go right straight to the boat.
Well, we're trying to save you a good trip. We're trying to save your trip going down that far. We're going to bring your seafood right to you.
What a wonderful concept.
We got a couple different types of shrimp. We have the royal red shrimp. We got the jumbo
favorite.
shrimp. We got medium shrimp for like Alfredos and shrimp scampi and stuff like that, and gumbo. Then we got oysters on the half shell. We got oysters in the pint already shucked. We have scallops. We have a variety of fish. We got grouper, snapper, cobia, mahi, and today we got the shark. And we have a variety of Cajun food. We have gator. We have boudin, andouille.
Well, man, I tell you what, I so appreciate what you're
Hey,
doing.
man, no problem.
And I'm
Thanks for
gonna
the
chow
support.
good.
Oh, yes, sir.
All right, man.
Thank you.
So we got fresh food just bouncing off the windows here in Frankfort, Kentucky.
That's right. Everywhere.
And, as we travel Kentucky, we got some great places we're going to go this year in Kentucky and other places. We're also going to go fishing in Alabama
I can't wait to do that.
and bring back some fishing cooking. But you talk about fresh. I wish you could smell this
And
right
they're so
now.
big. They taste like lobster to me. Little baby
And
lobster.
That right there, that gave me an idea. She loves lobster bisques. So I thought,
I do.
I wonder what these big, wonderful, beautiful shrimp would taste like
Those are
if we
huge.
made a bisque out of that. Now, what stands out when you eat a bisque? You taste thyme and you taste paprika. What would happen if we took some bourbon smoked paprika?
Yum. Good idea.
Can you imagine? Heavy whipping cream. It's good for you.
That is good for you.
So the first thing that we're going to do is, Nikki, if you will, let's cut these shallots up. And we'll use your handy dandy chopper,
I love it.
which has got a handle on it like a lawnmower. Everybody always asks, regardless how many times we've had it on, you can get those at Bed Bath & Beyond,
Everywhere now.
QVC, everywhere. It's actually very, very handy. Now, in the other room, I think they're napping right now, is that Nick and Victrola are going to be our taste testers tonight.
That's right.
Can you believe how quiet they're being?
You called her Victrola. Why'd you call her Victrola?
Oh, her name is Victoria, but we call her Victrola. I don't know why, it just stuck. But if you remember, they got engaged on the show. When was that, last Christmas?
Yeah, Year Over Christmas.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take our shallots, our garlic, our celery, and our carrot. We're going to go ahead and get those chopped up. We're going to saute those in butter.
Is that amazing?
Hey, but Lois could make her swallow
Carrot.
this.
She could.
Now, normally if you're cooking a soup, we wouldn't get it this fine, but we're going to use the immersion blender to really take this stuff and get it all soupish.
All right.
Is that a word?
Super Shazurd.
Let's take our butter. All right, now one thing about our vegetables tonight, we don't have to worry about uniformity or anything like that because it's all going to be pureed in here. So it's going to be all chopped up fine. We're going to saute these and get them really nice and done. You love this, don't
I
you?
do love this. My favorite.
We ate out somewhere not too long ago and we had a lobster bisque and you said, Tim, why don't you make me this? So I came home and I did it. These are getting nice and soft. I'll tell you what,
Chimney.
Nikki, if you don't mind, you know what? Just use your handy dandy chopper because
I love my
the
chopper.
whole point of this thing is to get it all nice and smooth anyway. So
Okay.
you could chop these up real fine if you wanted, or you could use your handy dandy chopper if you get one. That works perfect.
Is that good?
Look at that. So that's probably a little over a pound.
Yeah.
Isn't that perfect?
That is perfect. You
So
ready?
last week, My buddy Hank Patton was making fun of you for saying I look like Barry Gibb. And let's see, Esther Edwards says, Tim's beginning to look like a young Jeff Bridges.
Oh, really?
So, there, Hank.
Yeah, Hank.
Jeff
Bridges,
Yeah,
that's right,
yeah.
yeah.
And stuff. And I think you look like Farrah Fawcett
Oh, that's sweet.
and stuff.
Just
with
my
like-
hair's a little different
We're like
color.
70s and stuff.
Yeah.
So these are getting mighty close. They've probably been, I don't know, what'd you say, 10 minutes?
Yeah, they look good. It smells good.
Starting to get there. Let's take a little white wine and do some deglazing. All right, I like where we're at here. So now let's take our chicken broth. We're gonna pour in here, along with our shrimp. All right, let's come up with a teaspoon of salt. And let's go a half a teaspoon black pepper and a half teaspoon of white pepper. And we're gonna take a teaspoon and a quarter of paprika. That's where you get your nice red color. Let's come back with 3/4 teaspoon of thyme. Then we're gonna take our handy dandy immersion blender. I'm gonna be
get
wearing
dirty.
this. Where's my apron when I need it?
Yeah, really.
All right, now we just brought that up to just a low boil. Now we're gonna turn it back down.
That smells really good. I snuck a little taste off the blender.
Did you?
Yeah,
That's
it was good.
cheating.
That's cheating?
Now 2 cups
Oh, it's my
heavy
favorite.
whipping cream. 2 cups.
Yum.
It's not rich or anything.
No.
So now what we're gonna do
Eat it?
is we're gonna
Right.
let this go for about, I don't know, 5 minutes or
Okay,
so.
I can wait 5.
And then right at the very end, as if it's not creamy enough, we're gonna take just, we don't wanna have leftover butter.
No, I gotta use that whole stick up.
So we'll put a little bit more in there. And then I'm gonna top it off with just on the top, just a little more shake of paprika and a little more shake of thyme, because that's what taste you get. And that's what
Yum.
you remember when you have a bisque. Ooh, let's get them in here in a minute and taste that. Jeff Bridges, I showed you,
You
Hank.
know what I was actually thinking though?
What?
You know, it's been the holidays. You ate a lot of cookies. You look more like the little bit heavier set one Bo, maybe.
Bo Bridges?
You
Oh,
like-
the heavier brother.
Yeah, you eat a lot of cookies.
Oh,
No, I'm just
don't
teasing.
give
I'm
Hank the
teasing.
ammunition.
I'm
Oh.
teasing.
Hey, I got something to shoot for. I could look like Bo Bridges.
Yeah, he's cute.
Oh, man.
Yum.
Now, you know you can take this. It's just as good day 2.
Probably better if there's any left.
Oh, man.
Last time I ate it all, you didn't have any left.
So we try it before they do?
Yeah, let's try it first because Nick will come in and eat it all.
All right. Go ahead.
I get the first?
This one.
See, I love this. Amazing.
Now, see, if we cool that down a little bit and we let it set, it would thicken up some
Yeah,
more.
oh, that's good.
But we're in a hurry. We got stuff to do here. How you like that?
I like it. What do you think?
Wow. All right. I don't mean to ring my own bell or anything.
I'm eating.
It's good stuff in it.
It's very
Hi,
good.
guys. Where you at? It's Nick in Victrola. Are you guys still engaged?
Why aren't you married yet?
Ooh, whoa. Let's see that. Ooh,
Is it blinding you?
So when is the wedding, Nick?
Wednesday.
No, seriously. Do
Yeah.
you know yet? We're getting close.
We're in no rush.
They're in no rush.
Okay.
It's good.
They're here for soup.
They're here
Yeah,
for soup.
here for soup.
I'd hand that bowl to them. See what you think.
I guess get to share.
Looks
These
really good.
these are
You
fresh
first.
shrimp. Just
Man,
came
go
up
first.
from the coast.
Costa Rica. It's really good. I'm a fan. Huge fan.
I want a chunk.
You can't have a chunk, Nick.
Oh man.
You like
Oh,
it?
that's good.
Is it
What
good?
the? You remember the night we ate at the Brazilian steakhouse? It
was like
Is
that.
that as good or better?
I want more.
That's what
We
I'm
got a whole
talking
pot we can
about.
share.
All right, I'll tell you what. We're gonna go Cro-Magnon on these real quick and eat the rest of them, and then we'll be back with another recipe. But you know, I've always liked my thumb picking guitar. Chet Atkins, Merle Travis, Eddie Pennington. We used to have
Right.
a lot of that music on Kentucky Film, and we put that in anywhere I can. Had a young kid visit us. He's
Talented.
coming along. I'm telling you what. He's actually picked with Tommy Emmanuel. He is something else. His name is Connor Thomas. He sat right up here and picked us a song. Let's listen to that.
While we eat soup?
Old-fashioned thumb picking, which is from Western Kentucky, while we chow down.
Yum. I'm ready.
This is called It's Never Too Late.
We're on a shrimp kick tonight.
Yes, we are.
So here's another more local recipe that I find intriguing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take 4 pieces of bacon, fry them, and put them aside. Now, in our skillet here, over medium heat, we're going to melt our butter. 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 12-ounce bottle of Ale-8, a grated zest of 1 orange, and our garlic, 2 large cloves of garlic. Then we're going to add our orange juice, 1/2 cup of orange juice, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1 to 2 tablespoons of sriracha to taste. We're going to go 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard, stirring that real well. Then over low heat, we're going to simmer for 10 to 15 minutes, stirring real often until it begins to thicken. Then we'll increase the heat to medium, add the shrimp, 1/4 pound raw, wild-caught American shrimp, peeled and deveined. And these were just caught. Cook for about 3 minutes, turn them over as they cook. And we don't want to get these overdone, just a couple minutes. All right, now I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. These are fresh again. Can you smell that?
Wow.
Now look at our reduction there. See that?
Mm-hmm. I just want to eat the sauce with a spoon.
Here. Now we're going to take our bacon.
Wow.
Look how that's thickened
That's a
up.
huge piece of shrimp.
Hope it's not too high.
Oh, wow, that sauce is good.
You know, when you really, as we sit here and it's gone, but now we feel a little bit of sriracha. And you taste the orange zest. That's really, really,
I need a spoon.
really.
That's good soup.
Oh, that's delicious. And did you just go to a Aerosmith concert and pull this off of Steve Tyler?
Did you like my scarf?
It actually is very pretty.
It came in the mail from Mary Ann. Isn't that beautiful? She makes these out of Berea.
It's an oak leaf. She actually takes oak leaves off her farm and puts it on silk somehow. I don't know how she does it, but it's beautiful. Oh my goodness, I want to go crazy on those in a minute. But first, we should probably tell folks out there who are watching the show and wondering, where can I get that recipe?
That's right.
Where could they get gazillions of recipes, Miss Farmer?
TimFarmersCountryKitchen.com.
And if you wanted to be our Facebook friend, that's super simple. What do you do?
You just hit like on Facebook page.
That's exactly right. And while you're on YouTube, let's go back to YouTube.
Okay.
Click subscribe.
That's right.
That way, anytime something new comes out, you'll know about it. But now, sadly, it's time for the cameras to go off so we can dive in there and eat all these wonderful shrimp. So basically, it's all about
Good times.
good friends.
And I'm going to eat good eats.
We'll see you next week on Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. Don't eat them all now.
To order a cookbook, please call 502-319-0487 or email timfarmerck@gmail.com. Special thanks to CKY, Canoe Kentucky, Furniture World Superstore, Housewarmings, Lodge Cast Iron, Tater Knob Pottery and Farm.